Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. In this video, I'm going to try and keep it short, and I'm going to try and answer anything from 10 to 100 questions. I've got Mitch going through the comments now, quick answers, and the other thing I'm going to include is parts day tomorrow. What's the date tomorrow? It must be the 9th, Monday the 9th, whatever the Monday is around the 9th at the start of January 2023. So technically, for the new people that don't know, we only work school days, school hours. Parts days Monday. Check out our playlists. You will find on our YouTube channel the playlists. Excuse me. One's called How to Buy My Kits. Watch all the videos and you'll get to know how to contact me, how to do things. Lots of people ask questions. First question is, will the 7mm plate work on a blah blah blah, whatever engine? Doesn't matter what engine, I don't know. We specialise in 1KDs. We pick, because we're busy, we've narrowed it down, so we pick the best cars to work on with the least work, because guess what? We haven't got time to work on all the cars with all the big problems. It's quite funny actually. Had someone that works at a Ford dealer, I was chatting with him a couple of nights ago. Tell you what, you know, talk about keep you busy. So somebody's asked me, what's my take on the 90 versus 120 argument? Well, there's no argument. The 120 is a newer vehicle. It's much improved over a 90 series. Now I like the one, look, I like all the vehicles, but the 120 and the 150 obviously are far superior to the 90 series in my opinion. Sorry if that upsets a few people, but as far as I'm concerned, it's not an argument. The 120 is better in so many ways. Somebody asks if I recommend replacing the catalytic converter after leaking injector seats. Well, all I can say is check the injector information playlist, watch the videos, because all the information's there. If we haven't talked about replacing a catalytic converter, then I don't recommend it. Somebody's asked, what is the maximum size tyre you could run comfortably on an N70? Look, lift or no lift, lift doesn't matter. If you're I've said it, and check the suspension playlist, watch the videos, okay? Now, if you're talking to someone about tyre size and they talk you need a lift or not, you're talking to the wrong people, because it still needs to fully compress and fit in the same spaces. Look, I can't, it varies from vehicle to vehicle, but 265 70 17 is the maximum, because I want to keep the genuine alloy rims, okay? That's the best option, the genuine alloy rims for strength and reliability. Standard size tyres works best, really. Just for anybody's information, we've never actually had any problems with a 1KD FTV injector pump, okay? So yeah, never had a problem with one, not one ever. All the vehicles we've worked on, all the vehicles we've ever heard of, we have never had a problem on a Toyota, Prado or Hilux 1KD FTV injector pump, the high pressure pump, zero problems. So know that this is one of the items that's far superior on the Toyotas and the 1KDs compared to many other makes and models. So whatever scan tool you're looking at, scan gauge or scan tools, whatever, the one that says load or calculate load, whatever, yep, there's only one load, it's the same thing. While Mitch is having a look for some more questions that I've got some more answers for, just want to say, like I said, Monday the 9th, we're going to be open for text messages from 7:30 AM, 0490 261013, for parts kits purchases. The phone doesn't ring, it's a text message service. Any calls go red straight to voicemail. You can hear my voice even more, but you're probably better off watching the videos. You're going to learn more than you're going to get from the voicemail. You're not going to get much. It's just going to say, text me, parts only. Don't ask questions. This is not Anthony's tech hotline service. All the information's in the videos. We've got all the Facebook groups for if you want support from myself and other people. We do the best we can to help. Okay, I've been asked, where did I buy the True Track? I purchased the True Track from, let me get this right, I actually purchased the True Track directly from Harrop in Bell Street in, what's that, Preston? Okay, but I made a mistake. I've purchased a front E-locker from Opposite Lock Epping. For the front of the Hilux. It's not in yet. We're going to do some more work on the tracks just with the True Track to have a really good comparison with the vehicle to before it had the True Track, and then we're going to put the front locker in, and it's going to absolutely transform the vehicle. It's going to be a go anywhere almost vehicle. Anywhere you should be taking a Hilux or a Prado, it's going to go there. If you can't go there in those vehicles, then there's no point going. So if you want a locker, if you want an Eaton product in Australia, Opposite Lock Epping if you're around Victoria. Your Opposite Lock dealers get better pricing than you'll get directly from Harrop. I couldn't get the pricing they get. So yeah, actually it doesn't make a big deal, but I made a mistake on the True Track, thinking going direct to them I'll get a better deal, being in the trade and being, hey, guess what, they're going to get some exposure from this as well, aren't they? But no, I could get the same price or cheaper from Opposite Lock Epping with them making a few dollars out of it. So there you go. If you're in Victoria and you're considering an Eaton product, contact Mark at Opposite Lock in Epping during business hours on the day he's working. Nice guy, top bloke. That's just the beginning, and mate, he'll organise a fair price for you. Beware, like everything else though, they can be hard to get a hold of. People are going to want to buy them. That's why I say just wait, let's see. You might not want the True Track yet, you might want a locker. You've got to watch lots of videos and really understand how things work. We've got some videos coming out explaining the diff operation and what happens when wheels are here and there, and how LSDs work, and why you'd want a locker, and maybe what the disadvantages of a locker are, and why you might want an LSD or a True Track. So just really subscribe and turn the bell on and get into those videos. Somebody's asking the question how to turn off the beeping, you know, the beeping. Well, you got to watch the videos, search our channel. We've got a video on that, and heaps of people go, thanks mate, awesome, you are like an angel from heaven. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating, but things like that is what they say. So in regards to washing the engine, someone's got a concern on engine pulleys, belt, alternator and such. Will they be okay? Well, we wash down thousands of engines and we've never had a problem. Now, if you get a bit of noise from the belt or bearings after washing the engine, that's because it was already a dry old flogged belt or bearings that were drying out, and a little bit of water sort of shows it up a bit. But if you do the BFE every 150k, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Keep watching videos, search our playlists, look at the BFE playlist. But if you do the BFE every 150, the bearings will be good for that long or even longer. Just don't try to push them to 300,000. You know, the 150 mark is where all those components should be replaced. That's why we do the BFE kit, and that's where we replace it. But yeah, they'll be fine. Just don't squirt heaps of degreaser and water directly at them. That's why we don't wash the engine with the engine running, so that it's not working fluids into the bearings. And you just be careful where you direct it, as we've demonstrated in we've got a few washing engine videos. We've had a bit of a problem here. We're trying to find questions, and the good news is we don't have a lot of questions, probably because I've said in videos that I don't really want too many questions, because the information is in the videos. It's already been covered, and to be quite honest, half the questions I've answered, the information's in the video, at least half. So how about this, for anyone that's still listening, I don't know how long we've gone for, what's this, 5 or 6 minutes, I'm going to take a guess, with some editing, something like that. Anyone, if you've got a question, it needs to be short, clear and specific. Tell us what vehicle, what year, how many Ks, what's your question, or if it's a general question, you know, just hit us with your questions in the comments on this video. Something special for the people that hung around more than 5 minutes, and I'll see what I can do. I will be looking. I can't guarantee when I'll get to it, but I will do my best to make the time to have a look at the comments, get another video together where we can answer those questions. Okay, so someone needs the rear door shims for the 120 Prado. There's a video on that. If they watch the whole video, I'm sure I would have said kaon.com.au, I'm sure, or it's in the description. So please watch the whole video, listen to the whole video, read the description at least. Surely I'm, you know, smart enough to get that information, that basic information you need into the video. If not, kaon.com.au for all the good stuff that's made in Australia. Australian owned, all of that. Australian jobs. Okay, if you're in Perth, WA, and you want someone to do a pre-purchase inspection, look, at the end of the day, let's just call it an inspection. It doesn't matter what purpose it's for, and you can't find everything on a vehicle. You can easily miss things in a 20-minute look, a half an hour look, an hour look, you know. Sometimes you've really got to be looking at a vehicle a long time to pick up absolutely everything. But if you're in Perth, and look, I wouldn't recommend pre-purchase on vehicle inspections for everybody on all the vehicles, because you're just going to spend hundreds of dollars for quality people's time to look at vehicles where there's no real guarantee anyway, and then you're just going to, you know, it's just going to add so much money. So what you need to do is watch our playlist that's called Service Vehicle Inspection. Watch all those videos, get used to what vehicles should look like and the sort of things you might be looking for. Have a look at yourself. When you're pretty sure you've got the right car at the right price and you want to do one of these deals, then what a schmozzle this is, right? You know, This guy's got his indicator on, so I didn't go in that lane. Anyway, whatever. These guys are turning right. Oh, with a pedestrian and there's oncoming cars. What a mess. Anyway, right, do you get what I mean? Too many inspections, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So what you do, you save your inspection for the deal's almost done, you're dealing with the right person, you say, look, the last thing I want to do is get it inspected by someone that knows these cars, and they need to, you know, so you paid a deposit, you're pretty much prepared to do the deal, and you just want to take the vehicle, whether they do or you do. You're going to need to take it to the people at the workshops, really, because everyone's busy. They haven't got time to go running around town doing inspections. But Greg Adams Automotive Services in Perth. If you've got a Prado, if you've got a Toyota, he loves Toyotas. His nickname is God. He's been around ages. You'll get awesome customer service, does a good job. Happy days. So that's what we've got in Perth. So there's not actually a list of workshop partners, but for people that hang around later in videos, bonus info. So if you're in Melbourne, obviously you've got myself, but we're not doing too much because we're maxed out. So all I've got to say is we're not doing too much because we've already got enough on our plate. But you can try me with that text message on Monday morning and I'll let you know. And at that point, if you're around Melbourne, I can refer you to someone on the west side or the southeast side. We've got one each side. We've got a guy in Sydney. And you know, there's nobody else that I know that I'm going to put my name to that I haven't mentioned in this video. There's some other people that I think are good as we know them and whatever, but they might not be doing the job. They might be running the workshop, staff changes, or they change late. So I can't really say go to such and such all the time, because I need to find one-man band, two-man band, small businesses that where the owner does the work, small business. That's who we want to support. So if you're one of these sort of people that takes pride in your work, you know, not too much, just enough to get the job done right, and just balance it out and just do a good job, value for money, look after clients, and you want some awesome clients, make contact with me. We don't actually have a list of workshop partners. It's not that official, you know, it's just a kind of roundabout sort of a, this is the people that I'd go to if I was you. Now we've got a question there, but it's really long, and they're the ones that I just can't help with on the comments and in videos. You're just going to need to get onto our Facebook groups and put that big long story there with photos and all the vehicle details, include everything, right? So I think we're going to wrap it up. Tomorrow morning, it's Sunday night, this is happening live, the sun's going down, video will be up in half an hour to an hour. This is Sunday night's video. Hope you like the 4x4 Diesel Sundays video, sealing the concrete. That was, when did I do that? It was a week or two ago anyway. But like I said in the video, done it a few times. I reckon I'm not too bad at it, and had a bit of tips and information there for you to help you look after and improve your property. So you know what, if it saves you money and gets you educated, I reckon it's good to go. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. If you need some parts, we're fully back on deck in February. Next week we'll definitely be closed. We've got a big project on the go. We won't be able to help with any parts next week, so whatever that date is, about the 16th to the 20th, something like that, that's a full lockdown. That's a no-go. That's why I'm doing this now. Again, for anyone that's desperate in the next week or two, tomorrow is the day, okay? I want to be clear. Tomorrow, Monday, what did I say it was? The 9th or something like that. Anyway, that'll finish up this video. So look forward to your text in the morning. Look forward to seeing some of your comments. Hope you press like. Have a nice night, and have a nice week and 2 weeks and a month and a year, and catch you in the next video, guys. See ya.